solicited search.
By not going through the matters that could be internal affairs of the NRM, probably handled by the tribunal, but there are those broad issues, right, Honourable Speaker, that are cross-cutting and on which side of aisle you stand, they are here for Ugandans, and as a result, Honourable Speaker, I'll just talk about those that concern all of us, irrespective. Right, Honourable Speaker, the issue about violence meted out to the people, to the voters, and the systematic way, I pity and I don't envisage what is coming, whereby, for instance, there was a communication blackout, telephone masts were hacked, and we couldn't communicate. Some were vandalized, and those who were able to communicate were communicating using military walkie-talkies. So for them, they continued communicating on walkie-talkies, whereas we had communication blackout, the ordinary one we use. Right, Honourable Speaker? We had more than 40 commonly known as drones with covered number plates and double cabins with covered number plates. But on top of that, on top of those who are putting on civilians in those vehicles, there were the outright use of military vehicles, particularly the notorious lorry H4DF 3329, with combat-ready soldiers driving around in support of those Nkoni squad meaning people who are wielding sticks, right, Honourable Speaker, using live ammunition, the use of live ammunition, and the creation of a barracks that isn't known in our police statements, because barracks are set up by the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces. But in the Wenyaga case, a barracks was set up to incarcerate abducted election coordinators and agents. Madam Speaker, was happening. And that cannot be an individual action. That cannot be a general Russian action. You see, it has now moved from individual competition to adversaries, to enemies, to belligerents. In a country where there is no insurgency, there is no inactivity to warrant the establishment of a military barracks. But sadly, right, Honourable Speaker and members, on the 26th of April, we were having a peaceful rally, and soldiers came driving in a military truck, the H4DF 3329, disembarked, and started shooting at us. They first shot down up, changing magazines. At that time, once you are being shot at from a distance of 5 meters, you can't run. You stand to die. You can't run. I can't say I was strong-hearted, but it doesn't give you room to run, even if you wanted to. But now there is this young man who said, "Honorable, they've come to kill you." He came and stood in front of me. And I thought, I pushed him away, Mvako, meaning get away from me, because he himself had life. Little did I know that as I was pushing him, a bullet hit my finger, and it took him, shattered his heart, and he collapsed. Banku Yesasi. He died on the spot. That bullet was meant for me because my shirt, my yellow movement shirt, was split with blood of that Fred Sembusi. It is agonizing that you can't even sleep to know you would not be here, you would be dead. You can't be sure you would be here. I knew I would be dead. Once you realize the circumstances of Fred Ssemujju's death,